Wrestle this and that. Wrestle this and that. And Brother Reed, with Brother Don Juan, wrestle this and that. Wrestle this and that. We talk about wrestling, it's a fact. And Brother Reed, with Brother Don Juan, wrestle this and that.
Yeah, we're back. We're finally back with Wrestle This and That.
Wrestle This and That.
No doubt about it. You know, I've been sick about 2 weeks and and trying to recoup and get 100%, and I'm almost there. I still got the little cough going on, but it looked like I lost a little weight, but everything's okay. I'm back, and we're getting ready to do Wrestle This and That. It ain't gone yet.
Not at all. I held true to my word, and me and Rico, we both said no matter what the circumstances are, that we would not do a show without one another. And it took everything I had. I really wanted to post some Wrestlemania reviews just for you guys to be able to see it. I was even going to call him and get his predictions and just do it myself. But I was like, no, we said we wouldn't do it. So we didn't do it that way. So we are about to give you the Wrestlemania review. However, we never gave you our Wrestlemania predictions.
So
now, I will tell you that I ended up watching the pay-per-view with my best friend Josh Clark, and him and I, we made push-up bets on all of them, and I'm looking pretty fit these days because I was wrong. I know so nothing really changed.
Nothing wrong with being wrong.
Pay-per-view to pay-per-view, not much change.
I looked at it, you know, and I didn't follow it for 2 weeks or whatnot. You know, I was, like I said, I was trying to get myself together, but I didn't really like what I saw. There was a lot of changes. There's a lot of things that were supposed to be done wasn't done, and it kind of like threw things off. Me personally, it wasn't a good WrestleMania for me, but we got the review.
I really enjoyed it. So this is kind of where he'd probably be like, well, I thought it was stupid. I'm going to be like, ooh, I loved it. I'm going to tell it like a TI is.
That's no doubt.
Well,
let's kick it off, man. Let's kick it off with the United States Championship. You got Ryback challenging Kalisto. And the thing about that, you know, it became a horrible match due to the fact nobody was there.
Nobody. According to sources, there was ticket problems and nobody was letting people inside the arena. So I felt terrible. I mean, this is the second time since Kalisto has been United States champion that his match is the kickoff. Before anyone even gets into the building, and the guy's only defended the title, 4 times?
Yeah, 4 times.
So half the time he defends it,
people was getting sodas.
There's nobody there.
Buying sodas and Roman Reigns shirts. You know, I guess that's what it was.
I'm sure they're not buying Roman shirts.
Definitely wasn't buying that.
It might be, though, just to burn them.
Yeah, no doubt. You know, have a big burn in the parking lot. Ryback goes for the powerbomb. You know, Kalisto sends Ryback face first to expose turnbuckle and whatnot. And eventually, he hit him with the De La Soul to pick up the victory. Like I said, nobody really watched it. I don't think it was going to be a good match anyway with Ryback. You know, you come back and you say you this and that. You the big guy. You can beat little guy. And you lose.
Yeah.
So that makes you look horrible. It makes you look bad.
And notice that he was not on Raw.
Thank God.
So he's probably
pushed to the back.
Thinking about what could have been.
He probably didn't have nothing to say. I ain't gonna go out there, man. I mean,
he said I got to think of a new promo because all I've been saying is a little guy can't beat the big guy.
Yeah,
but he did.
Yeah.
Second time
in a row.
Remember, Kalisto got his singles push by beating Ryback in the World Championship tournament.
Yeah, and that was horrible.
Which was like, really?
Yeah.
He made the World Championship tournament.
Yeah, of all people. still United States champion, Kalisto. And then our second match was the Total Divas with Brie and Paige and Eva Marie. I don't know how she got in there. Alicia Fox and Natalya taking on Team Bad with Lana.
Bad and Blonde.
Yeah.
That's what they called themselves.
And Summer Rae and Emma. Yeah, they definitely forced this match.
Yeah,
it was basically a send-off to Brie match and let Brie win or whatnot. But eventually, She got Naomi to tap out to her husband's move.
The yes lot.
The yes lot. And eventually they celebrated. But at the end, after the match, a big surprise came out.
Yeah, that was
her celebrate.
That was really neat when Nikki Bella came out and had her neck brace on, and just got to stand in the ring with her sister one last time. Congratulate her. Now, I will say that I frowned upon this with the camera. Right when Team Total Divas were ready to lift Brie up on their shoulders, all of a sudden they panned into, guess what, people finally being able to come into the arena. Now we're 2 matches in. So wasn't happy about that because you kind of took away from that moment. And,
2 moments.
And it just kind of like, okay, I didn't enjoy it. The match itself, you got by far the best performer in there was Emma, and she wasn't even really that good. Eva Marie heard the boos. I know that that the girls were capable of putting on a better match. The thing that I did like was that knowing that it was WrestleMania, they at least gave the opportunity for all the women to at least get an opportunity
to get a paycheck,
and not just to get the paycheck,
to
at least demonstrate some stuff in the match.
Yeah, right.
I mean, Eva Marie got in like close to the end, but she at least got to do like a cool bulldog.
When you get a lot of them in a ring like that, it's just total chaos. It's hard to watch.
And Lana made her debut, and she was wearing like a bathing suit.
And that looked horrible too. Even though she's gorgeous, she could have been in something better than that to display.
And really, all she did was like a kick.
Yep, tag.
So yeah, so
please tag me because I don't. That's all I know is the kick. Anyway, Brie gets sent off, and from what I'm hearing, that was basically her retirement match, and she's going to make babies. Drop them for 9 months. Going to drop them like it's hot.
Yep.
And that's good. She deserved it. Brian deserved it, and I don't think we're going to see her wrestle again. So let's hope so, but probably not. Our third match was the Usos taking on the Dudley Boys. This was a good match. You know, the Dudley shows and proves why they 9 times tag team champions, and they definitely know how to let the other team look good, and they let the Usos look pretty good. Yeah,
Usos, I think, delivered like 8 super kicks.
Yeah, they just went crazy, didn't they?
I mean, and they were all good.
It was good kicks.
Yeah, they were all good.
No punches, just I'm going to super kick you right in the face.
So the Dudley Boys lose.
They lose this one.
And then they decide that they're like, screw it, we're going to go ahead and get tables out. And the Usos end up reversing that too, and the Dudleys are the ones who end up going through the table.
Going through the table. So it was basically a bad night for the Dudley Boys, but I think Monday they get their revenge. We will see. Fourth match was Kevin Owens putting up the Intercontinental Championship against Zack Ryder. Zack Ryder, Sami Zayn, Dolph Ziggler, Stardust, and Sin Cara and The Miz.
Which was the first official match of WrestleMania, even though we had like 3 kickoffs.
Right, but that I'm just going down with the matches. Right. Nobody care about it. But yeah, of course it was. This was a good match. It was basically, a ladder match that was. It was okay match to me. It wasn't basically the best match I've seen, maybe because of the characters they had in there and whatnot, But unfortunately, a big, tremendous upset because Zack Ryder walks out the new Intercontinental Champion.
Yeah, that was
surprise.
Huge surprise. I don't think anybody picked that.
Nobody picked it. Nobody.
I personally did not think, though. I know a lot of people thought Sami Zayn was going to win. I was like, I don't think they're going to put Sami at WrestleMania. I thought KO possibly would have held onto the belt.
That was my prediction.
I did like, even though he says that he's not Cody Rhodes, I love the tribute that Stardust gave to his father.
Of course.
Also having his own ladder. Sin Cara did some really cool moves. I thought the best move of the entire match, Sami Zayn did a flip through the little part of the ladder.
Yeah.
It was unreal.
I'd never seen anything that like 100 times.
Never seen anything like it. Later on, it looked like Owens was going to keep his belt. Zayn ran up, and he did his thing. Ziggler, no moves other really than super kicks. Like, he never really had any offense of it, and I know Dolph's a really good entertainer, so was kind of disappointed in that. But as Rico said, Zack Ryder climbed up to the top. When it looked like the Miz was all
Miz
by
was gonna
himself,
get it, but he got kind of like
Miz
got caught
got
up with
cocky and he wanted to do some cool pose, and Zach ended up knocking him off the ladder and reaching up and grabbing it and stunning everybody at WrestleMania and starting the night off, blowing
Confusing
us
us.
away.
Yeah, confusing us. Basically, that was definitely
Congratulations to
confusing.
Zach.
Yeah, you know, yeah, you just had your WrestleMania moment, and there you have it, and there you are. You probably will never have another one. The fifth match. No, I'm saying the fifth.
Real
match.
quick, I seen this post, and I mean, it's totally true. They said Zack Ryder won the Intercontinental title, and he has Emma. Zach's winning in life.
Oh well, you could say he is. You know,
So-
but you know, with all the debuts they got going on, he may get his pink slips too. It's a possibility. But hey, he's still gonna have a woman. So hey.
So we'll go to the second match of the
Yeah,
night.
and basically you got Chris Jericho taking on AJ Styles. This was a total upset to me.
Did push up for this one, that's for sure.
Total upset with Jericho coming out with the victory with a code breaker. I don't understand it. I mean, I don't understand why you feel you
AJ
had
was
to
wearing
push.
white and red. I thought that was cool, just to switch up of his gear. Jericho had a trunks on that said GOAT for greatest of all time. They put on a great match. It was
I just
really,
don't
really
figure
good.
how you figure that Jericho should go over him. That doesn't make no sense. I mean, I'm not saying nothing bad about him. He's in his 40s like me, but the thing about it is that his time is gone. I mean, I thought he was passing the torch, you know, and helping elevate AJ Styles. I don't figure how they came up with, we're going to give the match to Chris Jericho. But Chris Jericho won.
It was a back and forth match. You had AJ kick out of code breakers, AJ reverse and break the walls of Jericho, but like who doesn't break that?
And he got, like you said, he had a code breaker. Then he kicked out.
AJ
He
hit
got
the
good.
Styles Clash and also had the calf crusher on, and that didn't do any. And then he went up for the phenomenal elbow, and Jericho, when he jumped, caught him in a code breaker, pinned him 1, 2, 3, and I was shocked to see Jericho win.
Yeah, I didn't like it, but whatever. It is what it is.
So that's how that match
I didn't
went
like
down.
that match whatsoever. I mean, I liked the match, don't get me wrong, but I just didn't like the ending of it. You know, I don't think that
I didn't
Jericho
either, man.
needed
Doing
a push.
push-ups already
Yeah.
again. It was crazy.
Yeah, you're going to buff up in 2 seconds. Yeah, the New Day take it on the League Nation, and this supposed to have been a tag team
Yeah,
title match.
originally
and
this was
they
a title,
changed this again.
yeah.
And it totally changed it on us and whatnot, you know. Another good match between these two guys and whatnot. Eventually, the League Nations pick up the victory. But after the fact, they said they was the most dominant trio or team there was. And out comes Stone Cold, Shawn Michaels, and Mick Foley.
Right, and
Who
that
steals
was
the show at
that
that
was
particular time.
at the moment the best thing that happened all night.
It was. And then, you hit at the end
The
of
New
it.
Day came out
They
with a
twerking.
box of
Yeah.
bootios.
Bootios, no doubt. Get the nice little suits on.
And
look nice.
I heard
Yeah.
it's Dragon Ball Z. I don't really know the show or whatever, but I heard it was Dragon Ball Z that they were representing. It was to come out, and it even made it funny when the League of Nations came out. They were like kicking the bootios.
Yeah,
because
they were mad.
had moved over. But the match was good.
As always.
It was supposed to be 4-on-3, but Barrett didn't do anything.
Of course,
So I
he's way
mean,
back.
because it made
No,
3-on-3, and New Day does get the big victory.
At the end, you had the celebration. You had Shawn Michael twerking, and you had Nick Foley doing whatever he was doing. Even Stone Cold decided to get in it, but he said, "You know what? That's just not me."
Yeah, Austin said that's not me.
And
But
he
he ended
drops.
up going like this.
And then he connects
This.
with a
Then the flip,
Stone Cold style.
and then the stunner. So we got to see 2 stunners. 2 or 3?
3.
3 stunners. Got to see 3 stunners. It really rocked the house.
And was sold pretty good. They sold that move. Like
Shawn Michaels
everybody
got to do One Sweet Chin Music, and
else. And Foley got to put
and
his
Foley
mandible
got to do
claw.
some Mandible Claw with Sacco. And it was really cool
It
just to
was.
see everyone. When the glass hit and Austin came out, place went absolutely crazy, and it was exciting.
Yeah, I just think he come back with a match. They could just go even crazier or whatnot, you know. Like I said, that match was pretty good. Then you had Brock Lesnar taking on Dean Ambrose. This was a good match, and why not take a beating from the best, the Beast? And we knew both. That was my prediction that Brock Lesnar would win and whatnot, you know. But it was a good match. Not too much of Brock Lesnar using anything besides just flipping him all over the ring as always.
This I actually had built up as a better match. I didn't really enjoy the match nearly as much as I thought I did, and one of the biggest reasons why is because this was a no-holds-barred match, but it stayed in the ring.
Yeah.
They didn't even really fight outside the ring. Ambrose was the only one who got weapons. He busted Brock with a bunch of kendo. I mean, you could see the welts immediately for the kendo sticks. But Brock just threw him around, and we knew Brock was going to throw him around.
Yeah, he's like a toy. He's don't wait no
But I expected Brock to grab a weapon here and there, do something. I thought they would fight up the ramp, maybe in the crowd.
No,
something, but nothing happened in that. Finally, Ambrose, after kendo sticks, the first weapon he pulled out was a chainsaw. Of course, he didn't get that.
What reason? I don't know why.
Of course, he didn't get that. You had chairs. He threw a bunch of chairs in the ring, and that was ended up being his downfall. Brock suplexed him first, completely over top the chairs. Then Ambrose caught
a total of 10 suplex.
Then no, it was 13.
I caught it 10, but all right.
It was 13. He got dirty deeds. Brock did on chairs. It didn't matter. In the end,
Brock Lesnar.
Ambrose gets F5 on the chairs, and
Top of it. It was it.
And that's it.
It's over. So the thing is, what's next for the Beast? Who's next for the Beast?
We'll see.
Well, yeah, we definitely see when all these newcomers come along. We had the women's Divas match.
This was the best, and we didn't talk about this at the very beginning, but during that kickoff, finally we got what we wanted. And we got a new title. The butterfly is gone.
Thank God.
And they're not known as divas. They're known as women's. And it was a women's championship. It very much essenced the men's world championship. The only difference is the color. It was a fantastic match. This was the match I was most excited about going into WrestleMania about, and it was by far the match that I ended up enjoying the most.
Yeah, it was probably the along with the World Championship match. But besides that, this match was okay to me. It could have been better. I think they were blotching moves and whatnot. I just think they were nervous. You had 3 people in the ring, and you had to think about what was the next move on this person, that person. It was like a little slow motion to me. But overall, the best match of the night. Overall, and Sasha Banks was paying tribute to Eddie Guerrero. She wore some tights that resembles what he would wear, and did some of his moves.
She hit the frog splash.
Yes.
Sasha hit a beautiful, not Sasha. Charlotte hit a beautiful moonsault outside the ring on top of Becky.
Beautiful.
It knocked over Charlotte too, but the move really only connected with Becky. Becky gave everything she had, and she got a great showing. She constantly was throwing Sasha out of the ring to have one-on-one opportunities with Charlotte. In the end, though, that stinking,
my buddy,
dirty Ric Flair grabbed Sasha by the legs when she was out, and Charlotte had the figure 8 in, and they doggone it if they didn't let Charlotte retain. And
she retained, and I didn't think she was going to retain.
I definitely didn't either.
I had her in being beat.
I had Sasha winning it. I thought that's what the crowd wanted, and it was what the crowd wanted. And I thought that's what they get, but it is not what they got. Charlotte retained. Charlotte kept the belt, but it was a fantastic
next pay-per-view. Sometimes Vince just don't give you what you want. And she retains, as she said, and she collected the new women's title.
Yep.
And it looks good. And
it does. And I will say this: I loved Charlotte's entrance. I thought it was awesome.
All the entrance was good, if you ask me. But hers was a little more spectacular because she was wearing one of her dad's robes or something that was pieced together.
Fireworks all together.
That was nice, man. But all 3 had great entrances.
Absolutely, yeah. I agree.
Undertaker and Shane McMahon. To me. That's just to me. Horrible match. If you thought Shane McMahon was going to beat the Undertaker, you're nuts. They were moving slow. It was nothing exciting about the match whatsoever. And Shane McMahon was never a threat to the Undertaker. Just never.
Yeah, the match itself was pretty dull up until Shane got the bolt cutters out and started cutting the cage up, and Undertaker picked him up and broke him right through.
Excuse me, that's James Bond calling me, and I can't pick up the phone because he calls me every now and then talking about the next script. But besides that,
but so Shane, of course, I know everybody knows, Shane climbs up to the top, Hell in a Cell.
he jumps.
And he jumps, and the Undertaker quickly got out of the way, so Shane is...
Whoever said Undertaker couldn't move quick, lied.
Yeah,
That's
right.
all I gotta
So
say.
he falls through the table, he taunts Undertaker a little bit more. Undertaker ends up touching his cheek and says,
You my son.
"Job well done, kid."
Yeah, well
But
done.
now
You're not going to win this.
Tombstone.
And he tombstone.
And Tombstone, and that was it. Yep.
And, from what I'm hearing... It's,
So no power for Shane. Undertaker walks out and does the same.
Eventually. No power for Shane, definitely. The other horrible match was the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
Yeah, this was really bad,
God, it
guys.
was bad.
This was
I
really
mean,
bad.
How you gonna put ex-wrestlers in there?
And this is what I want to say. This is supposed to be pretty prestigious, right?
Well, it wasn't.
And I totally agree with you, but this is something that's supposed to be prestigious. So the last two really, the very first one that Cesaro won, it was actually good. These last two have really, but this third one was just
I mean, it was
crap.
horrible. You had, I mean, you got to have someone that's in the future that's going to represent WWE. It definitely ain't Tatanka. It definitely ain't DDP. It definitely ain't Shaq. And I don't even know why these people was in there. For God's sake, it was just horrible. You had Big Show in there. He made it horrible. He won a year ago. It was my God, I don't understand who pieced this together. But when it's all said and done, Baron Corbin wins it. NXT call-up wins it and whatnot. And I'm glad he did win it because I wouldn't want anybody else to win it.
Yeah, real quick highlights of the match, if there were any. It starts off, Big Show's in the ring, he's waiting, all of a sudden this music comes in, it's like, Shaq! I was like, what the heck is that?
Yeah, why?
And
Why the heck is
Shaq
that?
comes out, Shaq and Big Show have a stare down, they both throw one guy over, then they go at it, then everybody throws them out. Then it was actually dominated by the Social Outcasts. Oh, that was a lot, scared me.
I thought that was the Social Outcast.
So Social Outcasts did their thing.
I know they did.
And
No,
they started running around the ring after they eliminated a bunch of people.
Boat Train!
Then they all of a sudden all got thrown out, all pretty much in sequence order. Comes down to Baron Corbin and Kane, and when Kane dumped out the last two guys, Baron Corbin ran up from behind and flipped them over, and I believe they called Baron Corbin the Lone Wolf. Yeah. And he was the lone one left in the ring, and he won the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. So nicely done, Baron Corbin.
Call him something. That's what call him winner. But yeah, that was just horrible, man.
It was.
Then The Rock comes out, and he tells come out with this fiery gun and burn his name and all this other crap. And he said,
like, I thought it was a T-shirt gun at first.
Yeah, well, at first I did too. I said, but that's pretty big, you know.
Yeah, then all of a sudden flames started coming out. I said, that's a flamethrower.
Plus, if he shot it, the shirt wouldn't went to nobody because the stage was way here and everybody was just way there. So eventually, The Rock comes out and he said, hey, they broke the record at the AT&T Stadium.
Made me think G.I. Joe 3 was coming out.
I hope not. So, but it may.
With a flamethrower. So.
101,763 breaking the record. So, hey.
Congratulations,
Dallas. Congratulations, Dallas. And then eventually, Rock goes to the ring, and then the Wyatts come up. Now, the Wyatts are supposed to be the one who was supposed to dominate it, the Andre the Giant Battle Royal.
They were
nowhere in it. And so all of a sudden, a change again. You got The Rock doing some type of segment with the Wyatt family. And that threw me off. And I'm like, here's the Wyatts again, getting ready to pay homage to The Rock by getting beaten, slapped all over the place. And that is exactly what happened because Rock wanted a match. And, and Rock had a couple of jokes, too. He said that Bray Wyatt, he was at the Cracker Barrel eating waffles. Chicken and waffles. That wasn't that funny. And he said Strowman was breastfeed from his parents till he was 26 years old. I I thought that was pretty funny.
And he told Eric Rowan that his parents were definitely
related to each other. So that was funny. Eventually, that made me laugh.
It's about Hot Pockets and bread.
Yeah, he said Bray Wyatt was the master of the Hot Pockets. That's what he ate for lunch. But eventually said he's not going anywhere, that there will be a WrestleMania moment, and he's going to have one right now. And he took on Eric Rowan, who lost in 6 seconds.
Yeah, it's just
rock bottom. It's over.
Boom, done.
And they was pretty upset, and they wanted to attack The Rock. And then, unfortunately, besides Roman Reigns, the Boo Master, the second Boo Master, John Cena returns.
John Cena returns.
Yeah, and my God, he get booed out of the building.
Came in and dominated.
Yeah, both of them did.
Cena did his thing, man. He
can't see me.
did F5. No, he didn't do F5. He didn't FU.
Yeah,
and
should have been F5.
You can't see me, and he did a 5
basically
shuffle.
Basic Cena
and
basic Rock.
And then he gave hugs to The Rock, and Rock said, "Great time to come back." Or,
welcome back. Hip ya, and that was it. And it was over as quick as it started. But
Cena got a little WrestleMania action. Way to go, John.
Yeah, I told you we would return. And Cena wants to trick everybody, and he was already healthy. He just, he wanted to get a big pop for WrestleMania or whatnot. And then we had the main event, which you and I both knew that Roman Reigns was going to win it.
I think everybody knew.
Yeah, and it came out to be a good match. Overall, it really was a good match. And Roman had some good showings. I just don't understand why people continue to just denounce this man as anything. I mean, my God, what has this man done to people? I don't get it. In my eyesight, he done nothing. But people will not give him, as Vince McMahon said, no chance in hell.
Right. Again, another, like you said, a lot of people had cool intros, but I thought Triple H was awesome. A little scary, man. A little scary with those guys coming out with skeleton masks and stuff. Stephanie looked good, man. That was like the first time that I was like, dang, I'd be down with Steph.
Yeah, but then you have to go through Triple H, and then I don't think you want to do that.
Right.
That would definitely not be a WrestleMania moment. It would be a funeral moment. You know what I'm saying? Triple H tried to hit Roman Reigns with the sledgehammer, and eventually Roman counters with the spear. Of course, the spear wins it for him.
Roman hits right when Triple H got the hammer. He got Superman punch. Triple H didn't drop it. Tried to pick it back up. Superman punch. Didn't drop it.
Same stuff.
Got ready. Ducked underneath the big spear. Roman wins 1, 2, 3, and I guess the WWE put censors on the crowd. Because I heard that, because when it was over, I was like, well, they didn't boo too bad. But my understanding is that
they played some type of recording.
They played some recording over top of it so you couldn't hear. But Roman was the champ. And
he's new crown champ.
And it was exciting for me. The Roman Empire built back up. And
I rated WrestleMania a 7.5.
And I rated it a 9. Because I enjoyed the surprises and the surprise matchups. Zack Ryder
that just made me drop it a couple of notches after that.
So,
it is what it is, and then Zack Ryder's the new IC champion too. But hey, it is what it is. I didn't too much care about WrestleMania. My personal opinion, I thought it was the worst WrestleMania ever. That's just my opinion. And hopefully next year they're going to be in Rock's hometown. I'm for sure Rock's going to return. I'm probably for sure he's going to have a match.
Probably going for the title.
Capacity. No, please don't do that. And ain't nothing like seeing him win and walk on a set with a belt.
You'll have G.I. Joe 4 coming out.
With a belt on him. No, that's not good. No. Well, that's it for the WrestleMania 32 recap. Like I said, I didn't too much care for it. I gave it a 7.5, and Don gave it a 9. He thought it was okay. Well, he thought it was great. 9 is great, if you ask me.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty amazing.
But I didn't think it was what it was with all the changes and all of the unpredicted people that was winning. But overall, WrestleMania, we were up from 100. And then when we get back, we're going to kick off Monday Night Raw night after WrestleMania.
That's what we got.
I'm Brother Reed.
I'm Brother Don Juan.
We'll be right back.